Bake4Ukraine continues its humanitarian mission. We already have 16 trucks with humanitarian aid from Food for Ukraine. And we want to thank all of you for the food and other supplies. Thank you for the medical equipment and for generators and many other items. Every week, we distribute tons of humanitarian aid. Students of the Daytime Activity Center, Perspectiva 21-3, regularly help with packing food parcels and with delivering them. With the tremendous help of Ivan and his brave friends from America, we now have 2 beautiful vehicles. Bakery 21-3 continues to distribute bread free of charge to rehabilitation centers in Brovary, to social service programs for the elderly, to neighboring regions. People don't have enough of freshly baked bread. Churches help with dispersing the humanitarian aid further into towns and villages that suffered from the Russian invasion. Towns like Mykolaiv, Chernihiv, the Donetsk region. We are going to places where people experience dire need. This is a trip to Kramatorsk and Slavyansk, towns that are very close to the front line. People live there under a daily threat of artillery fire and other air attacks. There is no power, clean water, gas, or heat. We supply food and generators to territorial defense soldiers and those on the front line. Bakhmut, Lysychansk, Severodonetsk, and Novodrozhsk. Many civilians in these areas lost jobs and therefore opportunity to earn money. That's why the citizens of Bakhmut are very thankful for the humanitarian aid. Kharkiv in ruins. Together with the youth of Grace Church, we went to Balaklia and Izum. These towns were under occupation for a long time. Here you see the local school of Balaklia, which was bombed. Wherever you go in the liberated areas, the destruction is devastating and massive. The sign on the fence says, "We ask for humanitarian aid." And this is another school. These are the results of the Russian quote-unquote liberation. This is Stary Saltiv, 5 kilometers from the Russian border. It was great to encourage the church and people by cleaning up the destroyed church building and by organizing an open-air exposition on the life of Jesus on earth. Despite the war, we are happy that we can continue the operations of the Daytime Activity Center, Perspectiva 21-3. Students can continue their training and improve their life skills, help with delivering humanitarian aid to the families that care for children with disabilities, practice their skills in Cafe 21-3, visit the elderly and encourage them, and make energy bars for the soldiers. Some soldiers visited our students to express their gratitude. These guys are a great team, always ready to help. Besides food, we also acquired furniture for the destroyed school and children's garden in Bogdanivka. This school was modernized with new notebooks and interactive boards before the war, and now it is destroyed by the Russian army. Thanks to your support, the kids now have new chairs and desks and can continue their studies. We are continuing our work of establishing Bake4Ukraine local bakeries throughout Ukraine. Great thanks to Zeelandia, United Kingdom, and David Amos for continuing their support, compassion, and encouragement. 5 ovens were donated to Bake4Ukraine by Montana Bakery. We appreciate the support of Justin Raymer. Thanks to his nonprofit organization Guidelight, we were able to purchase food for people with financial difficulties and send it to areas under attack. His foundation also donated a van for the transportation of students from the center. We're happy that it is also instrumental in our humanitarian work. We want to show you some of the work of our great benefactors. Kids from Brekeltshol in Rysen baked cookies and made cards for sale. Instead of birthday presents, people from the Netherlands decided to donate to Bake4U. Kiev cake was very popular at Dunn's Bakery in the United Kingdom. With this cake, they raised money for Bake4U. A dinner evening was organized for the elderly by the Delle youth from a Rysen church. It was a great event for wonderful people. Kids from Petrus the Danish School in Hilversum did a great job fundraising for Bake4U. At the annual autumn fair in Rysen, ladies were selling food for Ukraine. Citizens of Rysen gathered food in supermarkets. For example, one day of supermarket runs resulted in 71 full boxes. Families collected warm clothes for the winter, gloves, shoes, thermal underwear, etc. In Benschop, a women's event was organized for Bake4U. The organization Hartingbank from the Netherlands donated to us several medical equipment items and other equipment. We greatly appreciate Lydia Dannenberg for helping with finding medical equipment, warm clothes and other items to help Ukrainians keep warm during the winter. Thanks to Food for Ukraine and the efforts of Eric Blanc, a whole army unit in Donetsk region was blessed with thermal underwear. Walkers and wheelchairs from the Netherlands were brought and given to the elderly, and now they can be more mobile. Thanks to your support, Ruslan from Mariupol now has a medical bed and a wheelchair. 90-year-old Grandma Olga is very thankful for her medical bed and depends. Vika and Vera also have good medical beds now. And this young man can also be more mobile because of new medical equipment. Yelena received a better wheelchair as well. Her one and only son is fighting in Donbass since 2014. We want to thank you again and again for your fantastic ways of fundraising. Because of your support and prayers, we can help many people to get through this horrifying time of war. God is merciful and reaches out through your help.